because remember on defense, right? What's the actual goal of defending Oki, right? It's not necessarily to prevent damage, although that's a good side effect, right? The real meat, if you will, of winning an Oki situation is to stop the offensive pressure so that you can get back into the game, right? And this situation here is still very bad for you, but you're no longer guessing anymore. So now your
It's
neutral
not the
skill,
same as
yeah,
like, strike, throw, shimmy, pick one. I'm gonna pick one. If you guess wrong, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So Oki situations remove, and I don't know if it's a controversial take at all, but Oki situations remove player skill from the equation, right? And what I mean by that is that instead of it being, oh, who's better at neutral, who's better at the situation, whatever, it becomes, can you guess correctly against what the other player is doing, right? Now, of course, the better player is going to have
Correct.
more layers to their offense. They're going to be paying more attention to what you're doing, and they may guess correctly more often than not because they're exploiting tendencies. But at that
Yes.
point, it's no longer about, can I play neutral? Can I deal with fireballs? Can I react to stuff? Can I do any of the other skill, right? You're only dealing strictly with a guess situation now, right? That's what Oki ends up
It's
being.
a different game.
A different game, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
educated guess. Yeah.
so yeah, instead of playing footsies, you're playing rock, paper, scissors, Spock, sponge, or whatever the hell the other thing is, right? So you're playing that game now, right? So on offense, you want that as much as possible, right? Because the more you're able to force them to guess stuff, the more likely the more chances you have of being right and winning the game, right? Because on offense, if you're right, it's 3,000 damage, 4,000 damage, death, right? On defense, if you're right, you're out of the corner, maybe you deal some damage, right? And that's it, right? So like the risk reward there is very heavily skewed on the offensive player. So of course you want to keep them in that situation. On defense, you're just trying to stop them from having any more advantage, right? In terms of frame advantage or Oki or anything like that, right? Like getting to this situation on defense is where you actually want to end up being, right? Like you're able to stop this, right? I can't pressure you the same way anymore. I can't apply meaty pressure or anything like that, right? So that all said.